Comic Book Divas is one of my favorite projects to be a part of. I'm a very big comic book nerd myself. As you can see, this is a very small portion of my collection. I grew up reading comic books, so to be asked to be part of one is just a dream come true. Behind the Mask is a really good comic book series developed and created by Jeff Hughes with wonderful artwork by Dennis Woolman. And in it, I get to play Miss Marvelous, which is your Supergirl type of character. So I'm really excited to be a superhero in a comic book. I can't wait to see what they do next with it. And actually they do have some more that I'm a part of as well. There's Fangs, where I play Sapphire, so that's pretty cool. I get to be a vampire. And Red Riding is another one they have where I get to play an evil Snow White Queen. So it's really fun for me because I get to see myself go from playing a sweet, superhero type of character to the other end of the spectrum, an evil, Snow White Queen. So it's really awesome to see what they do with it, and it's really cool to just be in a comic book. So I'm very happy to be part of Comic Book Divas. If I could have any kind of superpower, what would it be? Now, that is one of those questions I think everybody asks themselves at least once in their life. It really is a hard question for me to answer. Mainly because my favorite superhero is Batman. And he doesn't have any superpowers. He just is an average human like everyone else. Sure, he has a little extra money and everything like that, but I mean, I've done a lot of book reports and essays and all kinds of stuff, research papers on Batman, and just about how he's an inspiration to anyone, because, anyone can be a superhero. So asking what kind of superpower you need, I would say I don't need any kind of superpower. But if I have to answer the question, I would say I would like to have telekinesis. Just going through all the different superpowers and everything, I think that one would be the most fun to have. I mean, you could basically levitate yourself, so there you get flying in with it too. So there's just tons of things you could do with it. Even playing pranks on people, moving their keys when they're not looking and stuff like that. I think telekinesis would be a really fun power to have. And actually, I was talking to a good friend of mine about it one day. He asked me what superpower I would have. I said, I don't know, I guess telekinesis. And he came in about a week later, and he drew a picture for me. So, if I could have a superpower, it'd be telekinesis, and apparently this is what I would look like. It's kind of a hard thing to draw, I guess. So he's got, my little telekinesis powers coming out of my head, and of course I have a batarang. Can't be a superhero without a batarang. So, yeah, I thought this was pretty neat, and I guess it answers the question pretty easily. It's like show and tell. So, telekinesis, I think it's pretty sweet. Indie Chicago was a pilot I did for the Chicagoland area where every week different directors and filmmakers would put their projects on there to showcase their talent. And the World of the Weird Monster show is also a local horror show here in Chicago. I was approached by them probably about a year and a half ago now. It's been quite a while. Time flies. And they asked me to do a guest spot, and one thing led to another, and I wound up being a cast member for a season. It was really fun to be a part of that project because my favorite thing about being an actress in front of the camera and everything like that is getting to play different characters. I love going from one extreme to another. I mean, on that show I got to play everything from a gypsy with a bad accent to, an Italian actress that, was kind of fake. And even that skit got to be so popular. The show being that we have different skits in between show and a movie. That skit, where I played the Italian actress, was for a movie called Isle of the Damned, and the director and filmmaker of that movie actually got to see that, and it became so popular that they actually had it be a special feature on the DVD. So it's a really great movie, and if you get it, you will see me in it with the World of the Weird Monster Show segments, so it's pretty fun stuff. But yeah, they're a great group of people, and it was really a fun project to be a part of, and I'm very happy with the work that I have to show for that. Well, I've worked on quite a few films, as my resume says. Some of the films I've had the pleasure of working on, once again, being a Batman fan, I always have to bring it up. Working on The Dark Knight was just such an awesome experience. It really was. That was just a childhood dream come true, to be part of Batman franchise. So that was a really great project to work on. I do have Sister Mary, too, that I was a part of, with my good friend James Vallow, Ant, Bruce Blanche, Scott Granke directed it, and it is such a funny movie from what I've seen so far, and we're going to have the premiere pretty soon, so I'm really looking forward to going and seeing everyone again. That was a really great project to work on. Every time I work with those guys, it's great. Also, Grave Robbers from Outer Space, Re-Envision, Plan 9. I get to play Officer Jamie, so that's pretty cool, being such a horror fan and growing up with that. Now I get to be a part of that as well. A lot of childhood dreams I get to, realize, so that's pretty nice for me. Speaking of childhood dreams, my one of the most recent ones I've been working on, Postmortem America 2021, I get to work with Linnea Quigley, who was a childhood idol for me. Favorite movie of all time, Return of the Living Dead. So being able to work with her was really, really a dream come true. That is a great project to work on as well. Everybody that I've worked with on that project is just so nice. It's unbelievable. My character in that one is Susie, and I'm just a psychopath. So it's really fun to just let loose, and put on the dreads, the costume, and get that Cockney accent and just go in and start kicking ass. So that's really fun to play. And just so everyone knows, those dreads that I made, my dreadlock hair that I made, it's really heavy. It's very heavy. I have to show you guys this. Okay, this is, my hair, as big as it is. It's almost twice the size of my head. I think it is. But, if you could see this, okay, this hanger, it's supposed to be like right here. This is like the third hanger I've gone through. This hair is so heavy, it breaks my hangers. So I hope everyone can appreciate my my betrayal of Susie in that film, because it's giving me neck problems. But it's really fun to play. It really is. out of all the films I've done, it's not like I can pick like a favorite or anything like that. Every one of them bring different things to the table, so as long as I just have fun on the film sets and with the work that I'm doing, I'm going to enjoy it, and everyone is going to be one of my favorite projects. Recently I was at the Famous Monster convention in Indiana. What brought me there? Probably that it was a horror convention. I've been going to horror conventions for many, many years. I love going as a fan because then I make sure I get to go see everything I want to see and go browse all the collections, see what I can add to my own and everything. I like to go and shop and enjoy. But I do often, more often than not, go as a guest. And actually the Famous Monster one, I went to help out my friend Tom Berdinsky from the Italian zombie movie 1 and 2. So I sat with him at his table and I helped promoted Postmortem America 2021. So that's what brought me there. And also, too, I was going to go either way because the Return of the Living Dead cast was there. So I got to meet everyone, everyone from that movie is just awesome. So it was really fun getting to meet everybody. And got to take a nice cast photo for post. A lot of the cast members happened to be there, so it was a really fun time. Yeah, I just love going to conventions. Conventions are fun. I'll be going to conventions till they stop having them. Well, I do have a lot of fun and exciting things coming up in 2011. So if you want, you can definitely update all my fun websites like Facebook, MySpace, if you still use that. Any of those websites you can go to and see what I'm going to be up to. First off, I am going to be filming Frankenstein 2011, Day of the Beast. So I get to play the Bride of Frankenstein, which will be a really, really fun time. I'm very much looking forward to that project. It is definitely going to blow everyone away. I'm very excited about the script. I'm very excited about my character. I think everyone's gonna really like Elizabeth now. She is way more than a throwaway character. She is definitely a main character. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. And plus, I'm going to be doing a lot of conventions, help promoting Comic Book Divas, and a lot of other things I have going on. So what the future holds for me, you can definitely follow and find out on your own if you go to my sites. So I guess keep in touch.